Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome into the 2023 Shotbow Annihilation Tournament Series. Today's quarterfinal showdown features two spectacular clans. Matter of fact, these clans have met many times before, and this is a heated rivalry that will definitely be a great show, and certainly one for the books. I'm Friendly123, and the clans facing off in today's matchup will be Yale on the blue team and Agency on the red. Yale will march into battle behind their leader, the Enderman Lord, while Agency is led by the great Ungines. The map for today's showdown will be Nature, and I'm certainly excited for this one. If this is your first time tuning in, I want to wish you a very warm and special welcome. So each Annihilation tournament has various rules and disabled classes which get voted upon by the clan leaders prior to the tournament beginning. So for this year's 2023 Shotbow Annihilation Tournament Series, the rules are no double damage, which typically begins in Phase 5, and there's also no Nexus Bleed. The disabled classes for this tournament is only Swapper. So as we see here, we're getting a little bit of the mid fight over the Diamond and Iron blocks. Blue seems to be getting a little bit of the early push here, but no doubt that Red will come again with another rift. I'm certain of it. Ah, there is a Red down here as well. I wonder if they know each other are there. One is going at him. Oh, here comes another one. Blue has the diamond block. Blue, and he got the kill, actually. Red got the kill on the guy with the diamond block. The battle above continues. Red seems to be in control now. Red again is Agency, blue is Yale. There seems to be a delaying block here that keeps hitting all these guys. Little does he know, this is actually just more of his teammates mining above him. I wonder if this is intentional or make sure that the other team doesn't know he's down there, perhaps. Again, blue is back with some more fighting. The action above the mid. The battle for the blocks. He got the kill on one that pushed below. I want to say he's got all the blocks now, and he's going to try getting out of there while the top remains a battle. Blue here, Yale of course, doesn't necessarily know that the blocks are gone. I mean, there's a whole lot of wool. I guess there's this one iron that shows here still. However, Ungines down here is the one that actually has all the blocks in him. Oh, and it looks like they're actually on his path now. They know he's trying to get out of there. They know he's trying to tunnel away. So they really want that diamond. The diamond block in particular. The iron certainly helps. But the diamond block is what the biggest battle here is for. So now it's really just a chase of who can tunnel farther, faster, and get out of there. One blue has succumbed to the efforts and has decided he will head back to base. I am certain of it. Who do we got here? Inverso is trying to chase him down. The cobblestone path makes it obvious where he is tunneling to. He just continues to fill it back in. He's mining with a stone pick, and I believe Ungines has iron, so he's got a little bit more speed to him. However, he's certainly going to want... this is one way to do it. Get a rift and a TP. That is a big brain play for the red. Well done. Let's go, Agency, with the diamond blocks. We begin now. We will see lots of drama occurring in the gold mines for both teams, likely Lots of block griefing. It'll be who can possess and control their gold mine first, or perhaps the longest. As we see, just a typical miner mining away. Yale here. No bunker set up yet, however, I don't doubt that will come soon. And they actually decided to take both enchantment tables. The enchantment tables are typically found on this map on the boats outside here. They're found on the boats, I believe, where there's also emeralds. So taking those and stowing them away only for the blue could be a wise decision that will pay off later, perhaps. We will find out. Blue with no action in their gold mine. Red, of course, trying their best to block it off. They've got delaying blocks in here. Obviously, the half slabs here to see when an enemy comes, tries to break the dirt. They can see them approaching. It does appear that Agency is putting a little more effort, perhaps, into protecting their gold mine, at least in this initial stage. Blue hat does have a three wide, a triple wide protection barrier here, and they did, of course, block off the entrance around the waterfall. Forgive me, I am battling a little bit of a sore throat. I have been actually practicing my commentary very little bit here on Rocket League, actually. And I want to say commentating on Rocket League is quite entertaining for me personally, along with my friends especially, because it's so action-packed, and there's always something you can say about something going on, whether for all those Rocket League fans out there. Of course, we're not sponsored by Rocket League. There's nothing. This is not Rocket League related. I'm just simply sharing the fact that I enjoy pretend casting on Rocket League. Red is getting their bunker going now. So the biggest things we look for in Phase 1, of course, a quick rundown. Red got the gold block, or the diamond block, would you rather, and most of the iron, I believe. Blue might have gotten one iron block. I did not quite see for sure, but of course, the rundown of Phase 1 is the mid blocks is the biggest thing. After the mid blocks, it's essentially preparation for the rest of the game. You see teams start to get their farms in place. You see them protecting gold mines or rushing each other's gold mines. You see, of course, the bunker taking place here. It looks like blue is a little behind on the bunker. However, that is really no stress because it's just there for the brewing of the potions and all the furnaces that will smelt the gold for the gapples, of course, which come in quite handy in the late game. So it will be interesting here to see how this Phase 1 and Phase 2 in particular pan out. I'm sure we'll see plenty of initial rushes by both teams, kind of pushing these farms that they have, trying to break them up, blotch them up, do whatever it can be. Red actually does not even appear to be farming quite yet. Yes, they are. I take that back. They're preparing the farm over here, which of course nature features this farm here and the little farm over here. However, it seems to be a much more well-known practice for teams to just prepare farms on their own, much closer to their base, a little bit more of a protected area rather than, of course, near the void over here, and just a little bit farther away from base over here, which in grand scheme of things, it's not that far, but having it just a little bit closer gives you that much more space to see someone coming. The button technique. Avoid the extra block spam by placing the buttons. Great job by Agency. So what I was showing over here earlier is this iron block here, which I actually found on one of the previous quarterfinal matchups, which I don't know if everybody knows that iron block is typically there, which blue, on this case, when I flew through, they took the iron block. So they know that the iron block is there, and that gave someone the extra 9 ingots. However, of course, the iron mine is full, healthy, and well, and so those 9 ingots may not actually be all that important in the end. The blue gold miner must be stowing away some of his gold ore. Back in the bunker, I would presume. Perhaps nothing quite yet going for blue. However, no gold miner would suggest that he's somewhere doing something. And of course, nature does feature these 2 gold blocks above the mid, which I can't recall if I've actually seen them taken before or not. I would imagine the extra 18 ingots might not be tempting enough for a team to come this way and grab. I noticed this while I was looking at the gold. Look at that. Is that a carpet? Carpet staircase up. Carpet pillar. How interesting. Of course, it makes it easy to get rid of it when you just send the water with it down. Make it much less known that you're above. Red, of course, agency, looking to set up a double launch pad, actually. It looks like one goes off towards their iron and gold mine, of course, which are under that hill that I'm looking at right here. And then another one towards Yale's base. So I can imagine this is going to be plenty of flying leathers down at the farm, trying to grief the farm that blue is setting up, as well as sending some pressure towards their miners, so it's not just such an easy peasy little lemon squeezy mine time, you know what I'm saying? Of course, this is a little bit different. In the 3 matches, or this being the 3rd match that I've seen, I actually have, this is the first one where I have not seen someone try to rush the gold mine early and really try to just spam it and grief it with blocks and water and whatever else just to disrupt the play. I'm kind of shocked by that. And just the fact that I've not seen that yet in this one. Of course, red farming the carrots, being that they give a little bit more health. Aha, I wonder where this TP goes. I would imagine this is the TP to their sky bridge, actually. Of course, I've been told that sometimes it's a little more effective. I think they launched in already. It's more effective to send a scout to try to destroy the TPs, the transporter nether quartz blocks, nether quartz ore, than it is to actually try to get to the sky bridge and destroy it that way. So I would presume that's why red stowed it away in the back, is because it's less known position. Honestly, could be a big brain play for agency. Of course, the carrots continue. The mining of the iron and gold continue for red. Let's take a look at what blue is doing here. Again, there is no gold miner here. I wonder if this is just unfortunate timing or if he's spending more time away from his gold mine. And so we're actually getting some damage, some hits on the Nexus here early in Phase 2 by agency, getting them down 4 Nexus points, 75, 71, 7 minutes remaining in Phase 2. Kind of shocking, getting a little early push, not really a push, but getting some damage early on just to keep Yale on their toes. Once again, the sky bridge, a couple hits on the Nexus here and there. The farm taking hits, of course. That is no fun to try to have to prepare and defend against. And again, red back at it, hitting more shots on the Nexus. Another 5 that time by Sinas, a transporter. This, I could imagine, means that blue is going to have to devote some of their players to playing defense, actually, here. Of course, it's looking like a little bit of a bunker push here. Oh, he gets a kill, actually. He's going to try to block it off, maybe? No, he's got nothing to get through the door. Unfortunately, that is the end of the path for Cantle there. at the doorway of Blue's team door. And of course, the defender now trying to avoid any more of these early Nexus hits on them. Nexus. Let's go, Yale. Let's go, Agency. Oh, we have Agency getting a little bit of water and block grief here now. Of course, he used his TP to get out of there, but it's just enough perhaps to cause a little bit of havoc here for Blue. I couldn't imagine they would spend too much time trying to clear this up. However, it is important that they do a little bit so that when it comes again, it's not just bigger mess. Red, of course, still mining away. Diamond pickaxe, I would assume that's got some kind of efficiency on it. Certainly to help him mine faster. Perhaps even fortune. I don't believe the fortune affects the ores themselves. However, the fortune and efficiency would be wise going into phase 3 at the mid. The battle for the diamond ores. Blue got a few hits on the carrot farm over here, but not enough to really put a damper on this farming ability going on here. Just take a moment to appreciate our farmer. Clans are so gracious and grateful for you fellas that farm, certainly. Future Lemon stowing away in the bunker, putting some work in. How about it, Lemon? You a dog, man. Great work. Great job. Excited to see how phase 3 and the rest of this matchup ends up going. Some Yale coming here to mid early here. 4 minutes out until phase 3. But it looks like it might be an effort to gather some glowstone, actually. Glowstone, of course, is important for the alchemists as they can create much stronger, more potent potions. We'll leave him be as he continues to gather that glowstone. Continued gathering of the gold. Again, here we see the grateful gold mines. Oh, we got a red actually right on the verge of the gold mine. Is this a leather? Oh, and he's going to feel the pressure. He's down to 1 HP. That's half a heart, folks. He just could not quite get the kill. Of course, causing some havoc again in the gold mine. Oh, and he just transports out of there, avoiding any sort of damage that he can, trying to save his gear. Poor Blue. Yale is just taking a beating. First the mid blocks. They don't get the iron. They don't get the diamond. The gold mine just keeps getting rushed here now. You see them taking hits on the farm, taking hits on the Nexus. Agency just seems to be playing much more aggressive, trying to send a few of their resources out to get the damage, get the hits early, get the things, the important aspects of this match that they found strategically important. They've just been sending the players to go do them. The Enderman Lord, of course, down here dogging it, smelting away the gold, continuing to brew potions for this Yale team. Oh, they're up to 3 apples now. 2 gapples already in phase 2. 2 minutes until phase 3, of course, where we will see the diamond ore battles begin. Nothing yet really going on at mid. However, I can imagine it won't be long, and both teams will be sending a player or two. One, I'm sure, to begin a little bit of water grief on the other team's peninsula. Oh, we see actually Gyu here. Of course, Gyu has commentated in the past. We are excited to watch him play today for Agency. I am curious what he's doing at mid in Vanish, or in Invisibility, of course. Blue team again taking some hits on their Nexus. Down to 64 now. Not even phase 3 yet. You gotta imagine they're going to devote someone to playing defense. You can't just leave it unguarded when you know they've got that sky TP. And players just continuing to fly down in. Just hoping to get 1 or maybe 2 hits. A little pinched here or there. just to cause enough havoc. And of course, Stroopy meets Sinas on the stairs and gets the kill that time. You know, I'm kind of shocked, to be honest, that there was those, was it 3 gaps and 2 apples, or was it 2 gapples and 3 apps? I can't remember. Either way, I think it was 5. I'm kind of shocked, to be frank, to see that this early in the game when their farm has been taking such a grief. Of course, the leaf farming is one tactic. Leaves, of course, drop apples as well. However, I would like to see the breakdown of how they're actually getting those apples in. We got a little bit of bow spam here by Capt, just trying to cause more havoc, of course, in the Yale base. 10 seconds now until the diamond ores spawn, and the only players we see here are Yale. We see Gyu running away now. I want to see if he grabbed those gold blocks, and he did actually grab those gold blocks. That's actually quite interesting because I cannot recall if the gold blocks were taken in previous matches or not, but to see them taken here today makes me happy. Oh, he's gapping up a little bit here, actually, for this fight. 1 blue down, red knocking one enchanted blue. And I believe he's gapping, but he's taking a lot more damage here than the red player is taking. Oh, down goes Gyu, of course. Enchanted iron. Again, Inverso seems to be doing a lot more damage here. Or taking a lot more damage here, would you rather? Was it? No, yes. Inverso was taking the damage there in the last set. However, Ungenes was taking it previously. And now he's being chased, of course, with 4 HP. That's 2 hearts, folks. He is on the run, dashing away as he can. And the battle continues with these players. They just want to get the kill and knock one of those well-enchanted irons out of the battle. And he's going to Ender Pearl away simply to avoid any more of that chaos. Diamond ores have been mined. However, I don't see anyone here at the moment. I would imagine he or she, whoever it was, has that fortune on that pickaxe and was able to gear quite quickly with all the diamond to themselves, quite frankly. I mean, the battle, of course, taking place over here on Yale's Peninsula, it was. You trying to sneak back in, maybe sneak a kill. Oh, and down goes another red. The trio taking the 1v3. How dangerous. What a thoughtful play. Just picking a solo out of the fight. He's going to just continue to dash away. He's so eager to get the kill. Is he going to chase? He's not going to play the chase on this one. Have to cough here every now and then. I try to mute my mic the best I can. Yale with complete control of mid now. After we see a few of those red players go down, they're even going to place a barred box, I believe. I would assume that's for regeneration. However, it might be for slowness or another effect. He, of course, is using his diamonds, I assume, yep, to grab his diamond gear. Let's take a look and see how Blue's gold situation is going here. And it is quite water grief. Wow. Who has been here and what have they done? What a mess. What a mess. How nice would it be if you could just purchase a sponge to clear this kind of mess up? The doors are chaotic even. Who does that, man? Come on, agency. What are you thinking? Poor Yale. Of course, the enchantment tables that we talked about early in Phase 1 continue to be of an effect for Yale. It appears they've completely somewhat abandoned the farming efforts as a whole and have completely went to just the trees, which I gotta imagine would be a more effectful, has more effect when your farm is not as large, especially when you're continuing to have players just rain down on you and able to simply grief away that farm that you've been working so dearly for. Of course, Agency in red here, continuing to gather more and more carrots. We see nearly a chest full of carrots now. And of course, the bunker efforts by Future Lemon. What a dog! Can we just take a moment to appreciate all the bunkers out there and around in Annihilation, man? What a task you have in order to be in so much control of your team's most valuable and precious resources. Simply just dogging away at it. The gold miner not here now, but as we had seen before, there was quite a lot of gold for Agency, so they might not be too particularly worried about that. Yale here with complete possession still of mid. It appears Agency is going to have to be a little late on the gearing of the mid diamonds. I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping to see some more big fights, but when it's only 10v10, there's only so many fights that can take place at mid, and we're actually going to see a lot of leathers here. Oh, and he's just going to dash up top just to get away from this. He did take a poison. Someone hit him with a poison, but oh, we actually see is this a red TP up here? This is a red TP up here. What an interesting strategy, putting it up top. This would be a shame if this blue player just happened to find it so close yet so far. Oh, and he's actually got only 5 HP. I assume that would come after the poison. And these leathers would just appreciate that kill, which of course they're not going to get to unless he finds him right here now. Oh, and he's going to run right past. Oh, and he might actually... This is... Wow, this is fascinating. The TP is right there. And you got to imagine he's going to find it. Sure enough, he will be destroying that TP. Poor red. You thought you were thinking so strategically, yet the blue just seemed to know it was there. Don't get too reliant on going back up for that TP, though, because if you hope it's there and it's not, that would be a shame for any kind of fight. Oh, we see another little bit of a 2v2 action here. Of course, we got the Iceman, 4 HP chasing them down. I'm shocked. A bow or two on this guy could be his life, yet he's just playing the chasing game on a guy that's got full HP. What in the world? What is going on here? You with 3 HP now. He had 8, took down 5 with that bow, and he gets the kill with a shot. Lucifello. I don't know if I botched that name or not, but I try my best. Of course, blue just getting the diamond ores to themselves. Of course, red still has the sky TP. I'm just kind of shocked about it, to be quite frank. The fact that they're just not worried about it at all. And we got a delaying block here that's hitting Capt, who's trying to mine down into this bunker. Of course, Botum is the bunker player for blue here. And of course, the red player knocking at the doorway, causing a little bit of a distraction here. You gotta imagine they can almost hear him trying to get in. He's a block away. Trying to get... There we see a little bit of fight. He's in. Oh, and he did get the TP, actually. Got one of them anyhow, but it's going to be reset by the blue player. Blue has taken a few more hits on their Nexus. They're down to 60 now. 75 to 60. Again, that's nothing to be concerned of, especially at this point in the game. There's plenty of time still available for Yale to kind of turn this around and get a lot of big hits on Agency, to be frank. They've had possession of the mid, and they've been getting the kills on the irons. So they have the resources, they have the gear necessary. It's just a matter of fact of when they'll be ready to go. And when they're ready to go, will Agency be ready for the defend? I would assume we will see the Yale push prior to any kind of Agency. However, I could be wrong. Agency now gathering a little bit of gear here. Of course, my fellow colleagues flying around in the spectator mode, trying to capture all the angles that they can. Unfortunately, I am alone today on the spectate, but I appreciate everyone's willingness to work with me for this. I'm trying my best to provide a great experience to all you listeners. Is this blue here? Blue has just been taking a beating in their gold mine. Again, it would be so nice if there was a sponge. However, there's not. And we have a red player just knocking on the door to do it some more. Cause a little more havoc in that blue gold mine. How about it? So, Phase 4 just began. I wonder if we'll see any kind of action at the boss. We see a little leather running from this iron. I'm curious to see if he'll be going to the boss. I would assume he's running straight towards it, so that might be the case. Oh! He gets there in time to hit him away. Is he going to jump in? Of course, cannot go through the boss portal in spectator mode. How unfortunate. I could hop in just to see anyways. No one here yet. I would assume someone will be coming to gather the boss buff, of course, for their team. Red now able to gear at mid. Phase 4. They got here in Phase 3, the end of Phase 3, the tail end, matter of fact. However, blue, of course, had that possession so long for so early in Phase 3. So what red does here will be important. They must find a way to gather those diamonds quickly, efficiently, and effectively. They got their, of course, TP back up here. Stowed away in a little bit of a hidden spot to avoid any kind of TP breaking by the blue. Of course, we see these nature trees leaves going away, dropping ample amounts of apples for the teams. I'm shocked, to say the least, that I don't see... Ah, here it is. He's out a little bit farther, farming apples. Got 4Z farming apples. I'm shocked, to say the least, that he's not farming the tree leaves a little bit closer. However, nonetheless, they have that apple farmer, which is what they need, which is a very valuable and important aspect of this game. Of course, lots of diamonds here, extra diamonds. Not a ton, I would say. A ton. Not a ton. Definitely not a ton. We see the furnaces empty, though. This could be yelling danger for the Yale team. Of course, their gold mine has been bogged down for quite some time. It appears they got it under control, found the water source blocks, and have been able to get back at their gold mining efforts. However, will that last? I am not sure. Of course, the enchantment table no longer there. Agency's been in luck this round. This quarterfinal matchup, they have not seen hardly any, if any. I don't think I've seen any blues try to come disrupt the gold mining efforts. It's just a matter of whether or not they can keep the apples up to pace with the gold. Of course, the carrot farm getting quite expansive now. Great job by the farmer once again. We appreciate all the farmers out there across Annihilation. I know me particularly, I enjoy when I have a farmer in my team, on my team. Of course, lots of extra gold here for Agency on the red. And their furnaces are just churning away, turning over all the gold that they can get. Future Lemon here, doing his job, brewing what he can. I'm going to be honest, I don't know many potion recipes. I used to know them much more by heart than I do now. So, well done to all the alchemists out there who take the time to learn such a valuable and important aspect to Annihilation. Just some empty chests here, it looks. And they do have an enchantment table. I may be mistaken. I thought blue was the team that had both of them in the beginning. Perhaps it was red. I'm not sure. No action at this emerald mine. And the same is here. Of course, agency still with the Sky TP. Not using it right now. Oh, maybe they are using it. Getting a few more knocks in on that Nexus. Oh, this is a diamond. What am I saying? Going crazy on Yale. There's gotta be reinforcements on their way, and there is. But not in time for him to get at least 18 hits in. Can he gather more? There's lots of blues here. Will he just take what he got and take off? He's trying to get through. There's so many blocks, so many swords swinging at him that he simply doesn't get free. Oh, and comes another red. However, down goes one of the reds we saw. The first one, Shajung Hoon. Again, my apologies if I slaughtered that. And Unjins, I would imagine, could just be a defender as he just teleported away. And to my presumption is back in their Nexus. Trying his best to save the gear he's got. Not in the Nexus, but he's got to be around here somewhere. What a fascinating hit and run there for the red. Again, knocking down blue. That did give him an extra set of diamond gear. You can't say Yale's out of it yet, because they got the gear. They've got the players. They've got the gear. Their Nexus, of course, has taken hits. But in Clan Wars, you never know what is going to happen. Does he know that he's here? He might know he's here. He's going to get all around all of them. For a couple more hits goes Synas. Synas, however you say the name. S1 Nas. Apple farmers, appling away. Again, like we mentioned before, these furnaces are going cold. As can be, not enough gold to keep them stocked. Only one apple. I would assume there's apples, gapples, matter of fact, in these blue players' inventories trying to gear for any kind of battle they might come across while on the battlefield, of course. Oh, and this is why the gold has suffered once again. The water griefing and the block griefing at their gold mine continues. You gotta feel a little bit of sympathy and empathy for Yale almost. Of course, it's competitive landscape here, so why feel bad? But they have just been taking a beating, trying to get the gold. Of course, I don't think they're out of it, but if they gather more apples than they have gold, that might be brewing bad news. Agency's gold mine empty, yet no blue players even attempting to come mess with them. I guess that is a strategic decision made by the leaders. Once again, the leaders for Yale is the Enderman Lord, which I don't think I've seen here a lot lately in this broadcast. However, the leader for Agency is Unjeans. We've seen him quite frequently making or being a part of large plays, and he's actually getting a kill now in Blue's Nexus. I wonder if he's back at it, trying to get up there, trying to get some hits. He is on his way up the stairs. He's getting through. What perfect timing. We're just talking about you, sir. And he's actually just going to grab 2 quick hits. Oh, and there's another one here, ready to hit it a little more. What a strategic play. Comes in, invis, tries to get more hits, hoping the defenders all leave. One stayed back. Of course, trying to chase them down a little bit here. They're just peskying these blue players outside their blue. Of course, geared now is the agency team in the red. Oh, Sense down to a 2 HP. Looking like he might be lagging a little bit. That's a free diamond kill for the red. That's just gotta feel unfortunate if you're playing as Yale. Cantle here seems to be Acrobat, trying to get free now. As well as Ungenes is Acrobat now as well. They're both trying to get free. Of course, not taking many hits of HP at all. Staying quite fully healed. They're back again. Here comes another Invis. You see, of course, on the left out here, just outside the bunker. He threw a poison. Trying to soften the battlefield a little bit is Sinus. How about it? Can we give him a round of applause for his efforts? Back again. Coming back. He's just Invis. No armor. Trying his best to do what he can. The Enderman Lord, of course, there he is. As the bunker, he's down to 1 HP. That's half a heart, folks. Poison, of course, does not fully kill you, but it does put you in a very difficult situation. Being very limited on your HP makes you not want to go into any kind of battle at all. So, of course, I missed it, but Phase 5 is upon us, and we have not seen a full rush by either team yet. We have seen, of course, the red just taking these little nitty-bitty pesky hits on blue all game long. We've seen the Sky TP down, raining the leathers. We've seen Invis players come in, and we've seen those Diamond players come in, get a few hits, and then just dip out and leave, trying to save their gear, do what they can. Of course, they want to save that gear because blue is geared quite heavily. Many of their players are geared, matter of fact, and I would presume they would be trying to get something put together to get something done on the red team. Of course, just continuing to pest these players, not allowing them to do anything, disrupting their strategy. Quite the fight. It's a 1v7 here. He's just going to head out again, take what he can, get the damages, cause the havoc, and leave. Which I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another Invis player coming in or getting ready to jump down. Nope, nothing. Red knocking on the door of this blue gold mine. Again, it is messed up. This is just, what a catastrophe for Yale. I mean, early on we saw Yale was not spending a ton of time in their gold mine, it seemed like. It seemed like they were in and out more often than not, which, of course, when you're not there, gives the red team, gives the other team here, in this case, a chance to just come in, cause some havoc while you're not there, not even worried about any kind of fighting at all, and just grief the heck out of your gold mine. Ungene's down to 6 HP, causing a little bit of block grief, trying to disrupt the people chasing him. Past the witch. Diamond's down below. Diamond's behind. 9 HP now. He's healing up a little bit slowly. I'm shocked to see no one's trying to shoot him at all with the bow. And they're going to rift. What an unfortunate rift over water. Get a drink here to soothe my throat. Gotta get the potassium up with Red Bull banana flavored. Not sponsored, but feeling the vibe with the bananas. Healing the throat, soothing the mind, bringing the energy to the fight. Not sponsored, of course. I must say that again. I don't know if I'm on any kind of terms here with things I am or am not allowed to say. Blue, again, geared. We see everyone with iron and diamond. Red raining down, trying to get a few hits on the bunker. Agency's gold mine again, empty, but not a problem. They've had plenty of gold. Plenty of gold. Matter of fact, we'll see these nearly filled up. Tons of pots, tons of diamonds too. Wow. Extra gold left over is even. Milk buckets for the poison, as we saw down below, actually. Ender pearl steaks. Wow. So, it's typical to see the furnaces lined up against the protection wall. This is one thing that Yale has not done, which might be why so many players continue to rain down on their bunker. The furnaces are not against the protection zone. As you see here, we have seen plenty of people try to tunnel down and get behind these furnaces just to snag away any of the gold that's in them. However, of course, they have been empty. Oh, and it appears they're getting ready to rift. So we might actually see some action here, but it's one thing when you're setting up the bunker, you like to think that you should put the furnaces facing the protection zone so you can't just get hit from behind the furnaces and have someone snatch out your gold. So I'm going to see if I can go catch the runner. If not, I will TP here in a couple seconds. I want to see if I can find him before he gets here. Not sure if I will. However, we'll see them briefly if they're getting ready to attack. Well, it appears that they might have fled on the rift. We might have seen No Boy being their runner. He might have gotten killed on the outskirts of the red team. They'll gather now in the Nexus and prepare to go again, I believe. I want to say this is the runner for Yale, getting ready to put some pressure on Agency. Of course, down 37-75 in Phase 5. Of course, typically it would be double Nexus damage. However, no double Nexus damage for the tournament as voted upon by the clan leaders, which I mentioned in the beginning. You gotta think the rift is getting ready to come now anytime. He's been spotted on the outskirts. Is the rift gonna be here in time? Blue's team is taking hits on the Nexus, actually. Are they gonna have to bail out on the rift? We better go see what is taking what is going down here. Oh, plenty of reds here. Getting more hits in. The defenders have to bail on the rift. The blue, they've just got to come play defense now. They're down badly. Of course, killing these red rushers now could be dangerous and bad news for red. Staying alive is the goal. They, of course, dying would give blue all the gear they need to potentially succumb to this red team. We did not see the end of the game there. 75-25 now. Agency on top still. Of course, whoever wins today will be advancing to the semifinals of this 2023 Shotbow Annihilation Tournament Series. We are in the knockout stages. It will be the end of the road for one of these teams today. But who will it be? I guess time will only tell. Getting ready to rift now. Let's head back to Null Boy and see if he's still outside of base. And he is. And the rift is here. Bard is up. Getting ready to do their own little attack. Coming in now. We got 3 reds on defense, it looks like. Of course, plenty of reds were putting pressure on the offense. We're seeing both sides. We got guys at Blue's Nexus. We got guys at Red's Nexus. Red's Nexus obviously taking hits now, down fast. Blue's Nexus going down fast. We gotta try balancing this. We gotta go back and forth. We gotta see who is gonna grab the victory here. This 15, 14, 13. Get a grip, Yale. You got guys putting pressure on Agency. 11 down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 2 more hits. Agency, 2 more hits. That's GG. Agency pulling out the dub. Putting pressure on Yale all game long. Yale, of course, was putting pressure on Agency at the end here, right as Agency was putting pressure on Yale, but just too late, not in the nick of time. Too many Reds, too many Agency players just waiting outside of Yale for that rift just in time. When it came, they rushed in and ended the game. Good game to these 2 outstanding clans. Of course, Agency will be moving on to the semifinals, while Yale, unfortunately, that is the end of the road for you folks. It has been my pleasure commentating this quarterfinal matchup of the 2023 Shotbow Annihilation Tournament Series. Let's go, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.